will be explaining how to prepare for your first ever job. And since this is your first job, you'll more than likely be highly stressed, but the hardest part is starting in general. And if you watch this video to the end, you will get a better idea of how to prepare and how to make it as stress-free as possible. But let's say you are starting from the beginning. I say get a mentor or just watch my videos. And if you think I'm just self-promoting, go ahead and watch a few for yourself and let me know what you think. I've helped out plenty of my peers and others who ask me questions to help starting and building their brands. So first thing is, you're going to want to hype up your brand. And how you do this is 2 to 3 weeks before drop day. You want to create content and post videos of your product. For example, behind the scenes of creating the designs to unboxing samples, or even them videos where they be like, should I drop this full zip? You can do that with any product. However, it depends on how big your brand is for how long you will need to hype up your first job. Before I even explain how to prepare for your first job, these are some things you will need to have. Basically, these are the basics of what you need before dropping your first collection. It's pretty simple. So first is why you need 300 followers. No one's gonna buy from your brand with 50 followers or even 100. The only people who will buy is your mom and dad, and even your friends won't buy. And this is something a lot of people mistaken. They feel like when they start a business or a brand, that instantly their family and friends will support, and that's not the case. Note that your biggest supporters will be complete strangers. You will have to learn to market and know your target audience in order to reach these strangers. After you start getting motion, then your friends and family will try to support. But where were they at when you needed them? Strange world. But that's just how the game goes. My point is, don't rely on your family and friends. Next is having a good website. Don't have an animated intro or website, as it's kill your sales. It may look cool, but it's too much for the customer. You want them to be able to find a product and buy as quick as possible. So I say have a simple and clean look. You can make your website more pretty as you go on. If you want an example of a clean website, check out mine. Another thing you want to have is samples. And the reason you kind of need samples is people want to see how your product look on other people. Also for content. You can make far more quality content with samples versus a mock-up. If you're only posting mock-ups, everybody will think you're a scammer. Next is the budget for ads. Having at least $300 for ads is a good amount in my opinion. If your ads do good, you could just add more money since you're making money. Another thing you'll want to look for is potential customers. What I mean by this is if your comment section looks like this, it's a good sign, even though they're more than likely capping, and the chances of them actually buying is like 0.1%. It's still a good sign because it means you do have a target audience that will buy your product. But if your comment section looks like this, it probably means your product is trash, which means it's very tough for you to sell it. Since this is your first job, you'll probably think it's the best in the world since you made the design and brought it to life, but in reality, it's actually trash. I made it easier for y'all and put it as percentages. For example, the chances of you getting a viral TikTok is about 15%. If you also do organic/ads, that'll make 60% of your sales. Most get their sales from ads and organic TikTok. However, this is your call to make since it's different for every brand. And like I said earlier, you will need to hype it up for anywhere between 1 to 3 weeks before dropping. And you'll more than likely get 0 sales. I'm not trying to discourage y'all, but this is the reality. The reality is that most first drops flop. My first ever drop did extremely well as it was different from others and not many people had clothing brands at the time. So the competition was very low. After a while, I stopped selling even though I was making good sales because I didn't really know what I was doing. Because there wasn't many channels like mine at the time giving out this much free game, but my first drop back, it did flop. I believe the reason it flopped is because I didn't fully prepare and I overlooked a lot of things. It is hard to grow a brand all by yourself, but it's very much possible. The secret formula to selling out is posting TikTok content. You need to post at least 3 to 5 times per day, every day. I have studied TikTok and I believe I know exactly how to blow up and how to sell out using TikTok. If y'all want that, I need 50 likes on this video and I will drop right away. One viral video can sell you out and change your life forever. So I really recommend you put your all into creating good quality content to grow and blow up your brand. It is not easy, but it's a skill you want to master. After you master this skill, you can become a mentor/consultant. Subscribe for more helpful vids like this, and that's pretty much it. If you haven't started a brand yet and want to know how to exactly start a clothing brand, watch this.